Hey everyone, today we're at Michigan's Adventure. We're here basically just to ride this. That's about it.
Yeah, last time we were here, we had to wait in this long
Yeah, we had to
line.
wait in all of that, so.
2 hours.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like today's a walk-on, so
today's a walk-on, they got
happy
2 trains
about that.
As we're entering, looks like Mad Mouse has a new paint job. Looks really good. I'm impressed. They've been maintaining these rides really well. They repainted Thunderhawk last year or 2 years ago. Now this ride looks great. And it's one of the better Wild Mice for sure, so pretty cool that they did that. That's crazy, and they painted Corkscrew as well. The park's looking really good in terms of the new colors on the rides. That's actually really impressive. Wow, look at that. They got a smaller farm here, just like Cedar Point does. He did not want you to pet him.
Yeah. Stinky.
Looks like they got the log flume open as well, which also wasn't open last time I was here. Pretty impressive, all the different things that they have open compared to last time. Although last time we came towards the end of the season, they had a lot less staff due to the school being back in. But they finally got their second train back up and running, which I think is the main reason the line isn't that bad anymore. Also probably staffing as well, because they have more people to operate the ride, a second train, and I think there's less people in the park as well. I do remember this ride being decently rough. We did ride towards the back, so there we go. Shivering Timbers. Wow, that ride, wow, that was, So, what'd you think of that?
Yeah, he had his hands up the whole time, but it was a really rickety, rough, shivering timber ride.
I think we gotta try again in the front. It was a very shivering timbers ride. It shivers your timbers.
Yes.
Round two.
Round two.
Front row.
Gates are opening. All clear. All clear means guys are rolling out of here. Please sit up straight, back in seat back, and enjoy your ride here on Shivering Timbers.
I think this whole technical data is really cool. Got Ride Manufacturer, Custom Coasters International, or I guess Custom Coasters Incorporated is how it's listed. PTC trains, they got 2 of them. It's manufactured in '98, 65 miles per hour. So the front row, definitely smoother. That's for sure.
I agree. You could feel the wheels come off the track.
Yeah.
You know, it's just less of a headache.
I think there's more floater airtime in the front, but the back's more ejector. So it depends on what you like. I think you're out of your seat more in the front, but the back's a little more intense, and I think it might feel more intense because it's rougher. I don't really know. It's pretty. I think they're both good. I think the front's the way to go though.
Yeah, all in all,
But
we got on 15 minutes for 2 rides.
Yeah.
Pretty good. On to the next.
One interesting thing I wanted to point out is before Cedar Fair bought this park, they were actually originally going to, they had plans to put a Morgan Hypercoaster back behind the train, which would have been an amazing addition to this park. That's like exactly what this park needed. It's essentially this, but made of steel and a little taller. I think now they'd probably be better off with something like a Eurofighter, possibly even a RMC single rail, like a Raptor. Not a T-Rex, but like a Raptor. I think would be really cool here. But I'm not too sure. Or RMC this thing, because this thing's kind of garbage. Let's go ride it. This ride reminds me a lot of Wildebeest at Canada's Wonderland. Like, nearly identical. I don't think either of them are particularly enjoyable rides, but I still manage to ride both of them every time I come to the respective parks, so, you know, there's that. Hopefully next time I come here, this will be an RMC. If not, then I probably won't be here again. There is a pretty good view from this ride. There goes corkscrew. So I kind of like thought this was really cool. I didn't realize that they replaced the track on this with Titan track. Not the whole ride, but they replaced the first drop up until the first turnaround a little bit completely with the GCI Titan track, which is really cool because the first drop was buttery smooth. The rest of the ride, well, I mean, the rest of the ride was still the rest of the ride, but that was really smooth. You can kind of see it right here. This Titan track. I guess it's not gonna get RMC'd now if they put Titan track on it. It would be really cool if they put Titan track on the whole thing because that was really smooth. I'm imagining the whole ride with Titan track. It's a pretty good ride actually, if it's not that rough.
First drop and everything was great, and then everything else was just kind of like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, classic roller coaster, you know, walk on, front row.
First drop was great. They need to do that. They need to retrack the whole ride.
Yeah,
That was really cool. I did ride White Lightning at Fun Spot in Orlando, which also has a bit of Titan track, but not that much. That was the entire like first drop and extension into the first turnaround, as opposed to just one little hill. So that was really cool to experience that. I didn't even know that they did that in the off season. Sometimes I do wonder if this would be more beneficial as a Six Flags park, because if it was a Six Flags park, at least they would get continuous new rides, whether it's just flat rides. You know, you would know that they're going to be getting a new ride. But I don't think that Six Flags would maintain this park as well as Cedar Fair has. Six Flags would not have added Titan track onto that. Six Flags would not have repainted literally like 4 rides in the past 2 years. And they certainly wouldn't have retracked the little trick track on Shivering Timbers. That would still be miserable. So, I don't really know. New rides or better ride experiences? Hard to choose. Here's another angle of Corkscrew's repaint. This is a beautiful ride. These old Aero Corkscrews are incredibly photogenic. While not too fun to ride, definitely cool to look at and see other people suffering. Michigan's Adventure also has a free mini golf course. I don't think we're gonna get to that today, but it's definitely a cool thing to point out. Not a lot of parks have free mini golf, so with a great view too. Got some fish in the lake. Probably some carp. Let's get some bread, we'll feed them. Here's a little better view of the Titan track. That first drop is butter. It's crazy how smooth that made the first drop. It's amazing. It's like an RMC in terms of smoothness. And then the rest of the ride is, you know. Here you go, we walked right on to Thunderhawk. Gonna do front row, because, I mean, you gotta do front row. We just got off of Thunderhawk. What'd you think of that?
It was pretty good. I remember it when we were at Jogga Lake in Ohio.
Yeah.
They brought it out here to Michigan Adventure, and I remember taking my mom on it, and
That's crazy.
She got off. You didn't tell me it goes upside down. That was one of the worst experiences of her life.
That's funny.
So now it's documented.
Right?
It's still here. If you
Still
want to
here.
come to Michigan
Thunderhawk.
Adventure, Mom.
Used to be Serial Thriller there. I think it's pretty good though.
Yeah,
It's like a solid 7.5.
I think it's better
Maybe.
than
7. 6.5.
the Raptor at Cedar Point. Raptor at Cedar Point is a little rough.
That's an opinion. Thanks for coming with us to Michigan's Adventure today. It was a quick in and out. Did everything we wanted to do. Got something to drink. Any thoughts, Dad?
Yeah, I want to retract what I said earlier about Thunderhawk being better than the Raptor. I just
Yeah.
haven't rode the Raptor in such a long time, but it used to be super smooth when it
That's
first
fair.
opened. Now,
Especially
it's-
compared to Banshee.
yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Banshee's better, definitely. But Thunderhawk is a cool ride. You know, they brought it back from Geauga Lake, and it's still alive.
Barely.